What's good, friends? I'm the one they call Loser, and you're watching Just a Soul Loser. Welcome back to Illusion. And you might be wondering, why are we back here? Well, today I wanted to get the bad ending. So I went back through, and we're very lucky that thanks. Didn't want that to happen. That's not why we're lucky. But we are. Ooh, man, I'm strong. We're very lucky that when I was grinding in one of the earlier playthroughs, that I had made multiple saves, because I would have had to start back from when I was blonde Noara if I wanted to get back to this point, because I don't know why. Don't usually make multiple saves. I find that to be crowding. Anyways, you might be wondering, well then, question 2, how do we get the bad ending? Did I mention we're getting the bad ending yet? I don't know, but, this tree, he asks us a series of questions, sort of like the quiz guys do, but only we're allowed to be wrong. And if we're right, and we answer, you show him that we paid attention to his story, then he lets us inside of him. I want to phrase that differently. He lets us inside of the tree to get a magical flower that has 2 wishes. And in the good ending, we use both those wishes to return both us and Kellen back to normal. This is where you guys probably are picking up on what I'm throwing down. I don't have the flower. And if I don't have the flower, there can't be a happy ending. And I don't know why I want to get the happy ending, but I've been very curious. I want to see what the bad ending was, and I was like, well, I have the game on my computer. Why don't I just get the bad ending? So I assume all of this is going to be the same up until the very, very end. So today's video is actually probably going to be fairly short, considering the usual 20-minute video. So I apologize today's video is short. I would have shown me not getting the flower, but all he really says is, no, you weren't paying attention to my story. Go away. That's it. That's pretty much all he says. I look funny. Well, this will help my eye. It's been itching a lot around the light. Oh, look who it is. I know I already read this scene, but let's just do it. I'm sorry. Sorry isn't enough. Out of the whole planet's population, you chose me. Look, I couldn't help it. If I touch someone, it happens, you know? Yep, great excuse, as always. Well, guess what? I no longer care. You broke my heart. You think this is funny, but it is not. These words are hurtful, Noara. You're hurtful. Yeah, there's no way there's more hurtful than what you've done to me. Actually, you grew up with love. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I care, Kellen. I really care. This is my caring face. But I got used to it. I really wanted someone to be with me. So instead of asking you, I just decided for you, and I chose your entire fate because I'm an asshole. Sorry. I can't help when I'm violent. I don't feel myself doing it. It's part of my curse. If I touch something or someone for too long, they die. Nothing should get in contact with my skin. And then I wonder, am I secretly dying? Well, we're going to find out. Does that mean the more he touches me, the faster my time comes? Hey, no. No, I'm not making a sex joke there. No. You guys are dirty. You've been trying to kill me this whole time, but if I die, you also die. And once again, I bring up the point that he probably wants to die. I really don't want to kill you. I just want to feel physical contact for once. Not gonna make a sex joke. I am better than that. We are better than that. And that had to be while killing us both? You know, my love is unconditional, right? I could have still loved you without touching you. Nora, but he literally just said he wanted physical contact. So your love wouldn't have been enough because he just said he wanted physical contact. I'm glad you broke up with me. I don't want my life depending on any man. Well, it does. Regardless of whether or not you guys are together romantically. It does. Yeah, see, it doesn't matter whether or not you guys love each other. You don't want your life to depend on another person. It does. None of this matters. Take off those, honey. Because that's not weird to say. You're supposed to show your beauty off. I've told you already. You're beautiful, Noara. I'm glad you belong to me. Don't belong to you. I hope we die soon, so at least you die. Don't worry about it. I'm just controlling your fate, as I have been this entire time. Because I control you. That's not a great relationship whatsoever. That's not going to end terribly. Well, it was nice to see you again. Oh, no. Well, it was nice to see you again, but I must leave now. I have many things to do. Like, go contemplate on why I'm such an asshole. I love you, Noara. And have I mentioned I'm an asshole? Great. Awesome. Music stopped. And we're gonna read this real quick. Danger. Oh, right. Yeah, we read that last time too. Let's fall down a hole. Yay. Oh, right. I forgot about all this. Yep, there's no other passage. Kellen must have jumped in here. Right. So, go down, please. So I am excited to see what the bad ending is. I know I've been very hard on Kellen. I am very hard on Kellen. And I should be sorry for how hard I am on him, but like he makes up a lot of excuses for himself, and I just don't think his excuses are good enough. They don't cut it, in my opinion. All of the excuses in the world, he makes them all. Go to the left, Nora. Go to the right. Also, I wonder how it feels to be controlled by somebody else. I mean, essentially, the whole point of this game is it's not necessarily a game. I'm seeing somebody else's life. Where am I? Hi. So, I'm controlling her as she experiences her life. And I'm making her experience her life in certain ways. Because the whole point... So, essentially... The person who's an asshole this entire game isn't Noara, it's me. Technically speaking, all of this is my fault, the player. Because it's my fault that Noara didn't go to bed, because I'm the one who made Noara go out. It's my fault that we ignored our father, and we didn't stay even when he told us we should, and that it was dangerous to go at night, and it was 10 o'clock. Let's just hop on it, like we always do. And it was my fault that we went near the garden and fell and slipped. And it is my fault if we do not answer the tree's questions correctly. So technically, everything is my fault. The player. And excuse me, I really got a cough. Thank you. I was trying to hold that in, but it didn't work. But yeah, when you really think about it, everything is my fault. Not hers. Not Kellen's, as much as I blame him, but mine. So technically, I should hate myself in this scenario. What a wonderful thing to come up with. But it is. I'm the one... I'm the one, and Noara makes very clear statements throughout the game about how, hey... I don't like when you make me barge through doors. She made that statement earlier in the game. I don't like when you make me go through doors that I don't know what's behind them. She said that to us, directly, the player. So that means she has a conscious mind on where she wants to go and what she wants to do, but I don't let her. Just let that sink in. For some weird reason, my eyes went back to normal. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't want to know. But I feel like ending it all right now. I feel like all the good in me is gone. My pressure is high. I'm not feeling well. Oh, I don't feel the same anymore. Something's going on inside of me. I'm all I got. You would have more, but, you know, Kellen touched you. Will this ever end? I can't believe one single mistake led me to this. And it was my mistake, technically, as I've been saying. I feel watched for some reason right now. Starting not to care. Maybe The only way I can end all this is by dying. Which, I'm going to be honest, I'm surprised that dying hasn't crossed Noira's mind way sooner. Because I can guarantee if I've been the one being put up through, if I was the one who had to put up with all of this, dying would have crossed my mind at least once sooner in the game. She might, I don't think she's, oh, maybe, it surely is. It's time to shut off everything now. What's that mean? Because everything can last forever if you take care of it. Guess what? No one cared. Actually, nothing can last forever, no matter how much you take care of it. So, won't I? This is certainly different. I don't remember this from before. Am I climbing to the roof to jump? Oh, hello, Kellen. How you doing? Noara, hello. You don't seem okay. I'm not okay. Thanks for not asking. I know that. Because I feel what you feel, remember? And I don't care that you feel what I feel because you're an asshole. You did this to me. Now you will pay. There it is. What? I don't owe you anything. But you do owe me. Oh, this is her talking. I don't owe you anything, but you do owe me my damn life. Don't worry about it. I don't want it anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't either if I had to be tied to that asshole. Noara, I can't understand. No. Poor word choice there, Kellen. It's not that you can't understand, it's that you won't understand, because you're very capable of understanding what she's thinking. In fact, you're so capable that you feel things the same as she does at times. You just won't accept it, because it's not what you want her to feel. What? Oh, the game wasn't going at first. You left me to suffer. You left me to die. You were all I had. But you had to leave me. Why did you have to leave me? You will be mine now. Cost what it costs. And it will cost my life. I will show you how it feels. How it feels to suffer for someone who doesn't give a shit. She has a point. So now, I'm taking it all back. Oh, Noara, I've never left you. What are you saying? Oh, don't play this cliche bullshit right now, Noara. Right now, Kellen. Don't play this Don't do that when someone's unhinged. Last time you see me, I told you that I loved you, didn't I? Right before leaving. Keyword is you left after you said it. Yeah, but what did you do before that? You told me that you didn't care if you broke my damn heart. She has a point. I didn't even think about that. Listen, Noara, I do love you. I just can't help it, you know? That's not a really good excuse right now, Kellen. Well, I love you too, but I want to die. And according to your logic, we do what we just want to because we can't help it. I'm so sorry. I would be a better person if I were just normal. No, you'd be a better person if you would have never touched us in the beginning. Don't worry, I'll finish it all now. No more suffering. I've had enough. Ha, you? Is that a joke? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed feeling sorry for all the shit that I've been through? Oh, I'm sorry, because your life has been so terrible. Let me only feel bad for you. Oh, I know how you are, Noara. Don't you underestimate me. Don't you underestimate me. You're one little girl. You can't do anything much. No human on Earth can actually do much, Kellen. Oh, really? I can do anything possible on this world now. Actually, that's true. In their world, there's a lot more things that are possible that aren't normally possible. Don't worry. You helped You helped me not become a loser. Yeah, you're not allowed becoming a loser because that's who I am. I'm a winner now. Now that I can take everything that belongs to me. Why don't you just aim the gun at yourself? So, what is it that you want to take back? Is that seriously a question right now, Kellen? This love. Did we shoot? Ha! Don't underestimate us, asshole! What is happening to him? Am I taking off the curse? Am I taking off the curse out of him? He's originally white-haired? It hurts. I feel it in me right now, but I'm lacking of guilt. You like the pain you're feeling, huh? I'd imagine, considering there is nothing else to really like anymore in the world. I love you, but that is why I hate you. Hell to it all. Hell is the best place for people like us. Our love will burn there like no one's tomorrow. I shouldn't be enjoying Kellen dying this much, but I am. I really am. I'm not enjoying the fact that it's going to kill Noara, but I know Noara's actual happy ending, so I'm okay with all of this happening. Honestly, the only thing I like about this is that you're suffering with me. That's exactly why, in the actual world, we probably don't make it. And if we do, we're one hell of a bad couple, because you're probably abusive as fuck. Because the only reason we're suffering, and we're trying to make you suffer, is because you brought us into it in the beginning when you didn't need to. Then you will love being dead. Your adoptive dad will be real proud. His so-loved daughter is nothing but a killer. Actually, we're nothing at this point. And we're not technically killers. We're technically committing suicide. Which is, I guess, better than being a killer. Don't you bring up my father. No. I don't want to die yet. Yes, you do. I mean, she doesn't. Obviously, she doesn't want to die. She obviously has life in her, but there was no other option. I mean, there was. Obviously, there was a flower option, but at that point, I wasn't allowed having the flower. And at that point in the game of not having the flower, honestly, in my opinion, death was the best option. If the flower was never an option, if the flower wasn't possible, and there was no magical wish to save them, death, in my opinion, would have been the better option than living and suffering together. Because Kellen, as far as I understand, the Kellen that is cursed, I don't know how Kellen is off the curse. I don't think Kellen spoke one time while he wasn't cursed. So I don't know how he is or who he is when he isn't cursed. I know he's still extremely mentally unstable because he spent most of his life in isolation, and that is enough to make you mentally unstable, but he's no longer cursed, which means he's no longer violent, and he no longer says those awful things that the violent curse made him say. But that's exactly why at that point, death was a better option than living. Because there's no way you'd want to go the rest of your life until whenever you actually die. Which would be probably, if you live to old age, probably about your 70s, 80s. They would have to live the rest of their life. She would have to live a life one day being happy, knowing that in an hour, in 5 minutes, in 2 minutes, in 1 minute, in 30 seconds, Kellen can snap. And suddenly he's the awful person again that fucks with her mind and tries to tear her apart from the inside. So honestly, if the flower wasn't possible, that was the best possible ending. So in my opinion, neither ending is really the bad ending. Of course, the good ending, the actual good ending, is the best ending. They both don't die. She gets to, become friends with Kellen. when he's normal and she's not under all this stress and pressure. She gets to become friends with Kellen as a normal girl and Kellen as a normal boy, who both suffer from very, very heavy mental disorders. But in the end, they can become a great relationship and something not abusive and something friendly and loving and caring. But cursed? We don't know what Noara's curse was. Because the game made it very clear the entire time that she was cursed, that we didn't know what her curse was, what the curse did to her. So we had no clue what the curse did to her. We knew what the curse did to Kellen, and living a life curse was obviously, death was the better option for the both of them. So I'm not actually too upset by that ending. Even if that would have been the main ending I would have gotten, I don't think I'd be super upset by it. Like I said, it's not because Kellen, not because Kellen dies. It is actually not because he dies. It is just because it would have been the best option, in my opinion, if they didn't have a flower to save them. So I just wanted to see what the other ending was. I wanted to see what the other outcome was, and we saw it, and there was a lot of blood, and I feel really bad that it ended that way, but I'm not too bad because we've seen the actual ending. We've seen the happy ending, which is the best ending. The actual ending is lovely. If you did miss it, or if you missed this entire playthrough and you just so happen to see this awful ending to the game, don't worry, this isn't the actual true ending. You can go watch all of that. All of the craziness of this game, and I highly suggest you do. And if you haven't seen the other ending, you can also go and play the game yourself. And I told you how to get this ending, so just do everything opposite. Don't fail the trees quiz, and get the flower, and see what actually happens, which is much happier. So that's it for this episode. There will be probably, I was told there is some sequel stuff coming out. Little stuff, I believe, in the future. I don't know how close the future, if it's a year from now, a day from now, I don't know. But in the future, there will be more on Illusions, so expect more from this game and from this developer on this channel in the future. And remember to tell your friends how much you love them. I love you, losers, but don't you dare forget to tell them how much of a loser they are. I casually hum this tune when I'm at work. It has been drilled into my head, this tune.